Good afternoon. Welcome to the Leadership Lounge Book Club. I'm your host today, Chris Duncan, and I'm joined by my colleagues Alan Edwards and Shannon McCoy. Thank you all for being here.
All right. Welcome, everyone out there in internet land as well. Thank you for being here, and we value and appreciate your time. This book club is sponsored by Sedaris Agency. Sedaris Agency helps business owners that feel stuck get unstuck, whether it's scaling your business up, getting back to dinners with the family, or ideally both. That's the most powerful word in the rich language is both and. So thank you, Sedaris, for your sponsorship.
Indeed. Thank you very much. The Leadership Lounge, in case you didn't know, exists to keep us all accountable to our reading goals. And honestly, to make sure we finish the books that we start and that we say we want to read and do start reading. If you're new to us or just joining us, we meet every Thursday at noon Pacific time. We meet for approximately 30 minutes. We try to keep it short, sweet, and straight to the point. If you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, join us live next week by heading over to sedaris.com/book club. That's CDAERIS.com/book club and sign up for the meeting link. That'll send you reminders. You'll get the initial links and all of that stuff. Before we get started, though, let's cover some of the rules of book club. Alan, do you want to go over the rules?
The first rule of book club is we always talk about book club. I have fancy stuff around here for this somewhere. Here it is.
Yep.
Woohoo! A quick, maybe a pre-apology to everybody. This is our second time using this streaming software, and we just paid for the full version, so we're bound to have hiccups. And if they're entertaining to you, great, you're welcome. So to remind everybody, last week we had a little admin meeting to discuss what our next book was, and we selected This is Strategy.
Hold on, Alan.
What's going on?
Music is happening. We're hearing a lot of music.
That's coming from your speaker, I believe, Chris. What you listening to there, buddy? I'm gonna mute your mic and let you deal with that real quick, and we'll keep going. Is that okay? All right, we'll keep going. All right. So to remind everybody, last week we selected "This Is Strategy" by Seth Godin, and we're going to discuss. This is only our second book, and this is quite a unique book. So this week, we're going to discuss our approach on how we're going to book club this. This book has 297 chapters that average less than 2 minutes each. And I've read about 10 of them, and it feels almost like Bible study. I had to study each one a lot to get meaning out of it. And I'm using Audible, and I have to listen to chapters 2-3 times to really get the meaning of it. But that did help, which is quite the opposite of our previous book, The Let Them Theory, where I listened to it on 2x speed. And I'm just going to give a quick example, and I think then we can discuss how this works. So I read chapter 1. It was a 45-second chapter, I think, in Audible at 1x speed. And what I got from it is that strategy is not a roadmap, but it's a philosophy of becoming, which I did find very powerful. I spend a lot of time teaching strategy, and this made things click. Like, why do we care about identity and core values as a part of our strategy session? And this really helps solidify it. It's who we are, who we want to be, and what impact are we going to have. And I got all that from like 2 paragraphs. And so that's going to be the challenge of this book. So I kind of open it up to everybody else to how do we want to tackle this book and come prepared for book club next week.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I was a little distracted by the sounds coming out of my ears on this side.
Were you listening to the live stream on another browser?
Yeah. I got about 10% of what you said. And then the music stopped because finally the YouTube video had caught up to the live stream, and then I could actually hear you out of my earballs.
Are you not entertained?
I am entertained, but I feel really crummy because I didn't hear anything of what you said, and it's clearly tantamount to what we should be doing next.
Well, fortunately for you, you already know most of it because you were here last week. The bottom line is this book is 297 chapters. Each chapter is only a handful of paragraphs.
Okay.
And they need to be almost studied on repeat. And I gave an example of the first chapter where I came out with this epiphany that took me 2 sentences to explain off of 1 paragraph of text. And there's 297 of these.
So if we try to do this in a month, what is that, like 60 chapters a week?
Well, and that can be okay,
months,
right? Because
120 chapters. Yeah.
we're holding each other accountable to the reading, which is great. But I do think we can read a little bit slower per page. And I had even wondered if maybe if everybody who came could come with 1 chapter they hated and why, and 1 chapter they loved and why.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Because I think if they are indeed individual thoughts, each chapter being, it's going to be hard for us in a half an hour to consolidate, 20 different chapters that just got read during a week.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to highlight every chapter. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a great idea. I think we'll focus in on the ones that really felt impactful or had great takeaways that we instantly found value for, and focus on those. I like that idea.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Shannon, what do you think?
Now I'm going to have a delay here, as you could tell. So what I've been thinking is, like, for today, it's kind of nice to think about what do we hope this book will cover and why, what we want to get out of it, since we might have the time to do that. But I do like the idea of coming with what we really liked, what we took away, and what we didn't. And yeah, so.
All right. So for next week, then, let's see. Alan, do you have an indexable list of the chapters, or is that's
do.
the first 20 pages?
And again, I have the Audible, which honestly might be a mistake for me. I might go out and get the printed book for this.
Yeah.
I love Audible typically, but these things are such hard-hitting, powerful statements. I have to go back and dissect them.
I haven't read a Seth Godin book. Are all of his books similar?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And I don't know if we wanted to start off easy and just do like 10 to 20 chapters. There's a couple minutes of intro stuff in the note from the author if you want to get through that.
Okay.
And then as we see how it goes, decide how many we can tackle in a given week. I mean, if it takes us 3 months in book club, but every week of this meeting is powerful stuff, so be it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And if they are that thick and need lots of contemplation, then we also don't want to burn through them fast.
Some chapter names. We live in the solar system. Clocking in at 1 minute read. And can you see the river? Another 1 minute read.
So is this a good example of don't judge a book by its chapter names?
I hope so. Well, like I actually just read We Live in a Solar System, and he was just trying to show that systems are the key to strategy, and it was helpful to look at the solar system, one thing that we cannot control, to understand the purpose of systems.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So like I said, every one of these chapters is quite powerful. Some of them are, oh yeah, I get it, move on. And others like, wait a minute, I think I know this, but how do I apply it to what I've been doing?
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I'm excited. I'm a little remorseful that I did not dive in a little bit to the book. I got the book, cracked it, and that's about all. I got both the paper version and the Audible version. I like to have the paper version so that as we go through the book club, I can make notes and figure out what's what. So, but I would have liked to have read a little bit.
I wonder, like, I'm in a very small town, so we have a couple of bookstores, but they're all like mom and pop bookstores, and I wonder what the chances are they have this book.
I feel like this is an airplane terminal book, if I were to guess.
Yeah, could be. If it's on the bestseller list, which it is.
Yeah. Who knows?
So what do you guys think about the approach then? Yes, Shannon.
I'm thinking that, just some points that of review from what I did read and listen to is that, I was curious about his definition of strategy versus, just looking it up in the dictionary and how this applies to, because he mentioned that, usually strategy is applied to, big corporations, and he mentioned it, this is different. This is the focus of an individual. And he said the world is just shifting faster than ever, which we know, but he says, but it's also creating problems and opportunities to provide solutions every day. And so he said, this is our chance to make a better plan and a bigger impact on our work. And so he said, this is strategy. So that was his definition of strategy, is opportunity to make a great plan for big problems and big change. So just wanted to point that out as a point from the publication.
Very good. And I've been over here also obsessing over the tech of this meeting. Since we're new to the streaming platform, because I'm supposedly streaming live to YouTube for Sedaris, Facebook Sedaris, and then my personal Facebook and LinkedIn. But I can only prove that YouTube is working, by the way.
I can verify YouTube is working because I sat and listened to the intro music.
That'll teach you.
I did get a message from Jay, who should be jumping on the call here in a minute. He was not able to find the link, so there's also some problem with our linking out there.
Well, again, change is hard, and I definitely get that.
Yeah.
All right. What else then? While we wait for Jay.
Well, we could talk about snacks.
I love snacks.
Snacks and drinks.
It's supposed to be intermittent fasting starting at noon, but I was like, I got to focus on this.
It's not the most ideal time.
So 8 at 11. I'll be fine.
Jay found us.
I found you.
We hid the best we could.
I know. And I was on time. So I've been sitting here waiting. It's like, okay, meeting will start.
Yep, something's good. Well, were you there to meet the other people that also couldn't find the link that I didn't post properly?
No.
Okay. You can be our host on the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, while we're on this topic, and we'll come back to the book here in a moment. So, we've been meeting for the previous book and using Google Meet, where everybody just joins. And what this big change really is that we're broadcasting live. Folks can join the live stream from any of the platforms that we're on, and they can comment live, and we can see the comments. We can respond to the comments. And then we're going to have a couple of guest hosts like Jay here, who are going to have this link to where we're at, who can join us and join the conversation on video as well.
And he doesn't have to. I guess he could. He has the option of not. But
there absolutely is an option, but don't tell him that.
I purposely sent him the link to join us live.
Yeah. So, Chris, we'll probably have to have 2 email reminders, one for our hosts and one for our guests.
Yeah, indeed. And number 1 or 2, or whatever number sequence we're on, the emails have to go out successfully and land in people's inboxes so that they know where to click. So we need tech support for that.
I'm available when you need me.
All right. Well, Jay, we were discussing I don't know, have you had a chance to look at this book at all?
Not getting the emails. I don't even know what book we're talking about.
Oh, this is why there are bloopers and outtakes. So
this is live, dude.
Yeah. We're on This is Strategy by Seth Godin is what got chosen. And Alan did dive into it a little bit and discovered that it had a lot of chapters. What did you count? 300 chapters? 297
chapters?
Yeah, 297 chapters. Each only being a few pages. But our strategy for the last book was that, we read a couple chapters and then we're able to talk about those couple chapters in the meeting. But talking about 20 distinct chapters in a 30-minute period of time doesn't seem as achievable. But again, we haven't read any of the chapters either, so they might link together nicely I don't know.
Well, yeah, so, they don't. Yeah, Jay, each chapter is a thought, whether that's a paragraph or 4 or 5 paragraphs. And some of the thoughts are amazing. Like I want to dig in and tear it apart and understand it. And others are like, yeah, I get it. So what we have proposed and we want some feedback on is if we each bring a chapter, a hate chapter and a love chapter with the why, that would really help our audience understand the book.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And so, at most with 4 of us, that would be 8 chapters to discuss out of the 20, 30, 40 we might have each week.
All right.
And I bet I'm interested to see what the overlap's going to be. How many of us hate the same chapter or love the same chapter?
Yeah.
Okay. So that sounds like a great plan. I think we should try it. There's nobody here objecting to it. And that's a good sign. So what is our assignment for next week?
Start the bidding. Do we want to do 20 chapters or
Let's
2
see.
chapter 20?
Are these once again, these are not Harry Potter chapters, are they?
No, they average between 37 seconds and 2 minutes max on Audible 1x speed.
That's crazy. All right.
I mean, yeah, if you guys want to do less, we can do less.
No, okay. Let's try it, and we'll leave ourselves open to revisions next week if we find that that's just a lot to digest and we really need to go slower.
Yeah, and yeah, next week we can reassess if we want to go slower or faster. And one of the other things we said, Jay, is if this book takes us 3 months to go through because it's that good of insight, great. If not so great.
Okay, I'm making some notes. 20 chapters.
20
Right.
chapters.
And Chris, I'll get with you later too, and we'll look at the tech on the email thing.
Yeah, thank you. And then, so reiterate to me one more time, we'll each pick our favorites of those 20?
Pick one favorite, one least favorite, and a why to go with each.
Okay.
Great. All right. Easy peasy.
All right. Shall we, Jay, did you have further questions or comments?
I don't, but I got some news to share with you after we're done with this.
Great.
All right. Let me tell you, just because it's technical, what do you got, Shannon?
I just want to say that if I would love to hear what all of you would like to get out of this publication, what you're hoping it will do, and then, maybe why. I'd just love to hear that in some brief thoughts.
I love that, Shannon. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, what I'm hoping is when it's talking about strategy that he's sharing is not necessarily for corporations, people with MBAs and West Point generals and things like that, and that it's for individuals who just want to make things better. And he says, once I help you see what a strategy is, you cannot unsee it. I'm thinking, okay, what does this mean? Is he? I'm hoping to be able to create strategies for each idea or concept that I have, and to be able to do these things expediently, and not take forever on a strategy, to get right to the point and cover the main point, so I could publish something, produce something, create something. That's what.
Excellent. And for me, given that I spend so much of my day talking strategy with clients in the documents I create and social posts, I've already in the first few chapters have found new ways of thinking and understanding what I was already doing, and going, oh, this is why. And then I wonder if I can use some of that language and some of that explanation, if it'll actually help me show clients what we're actually accomplishing here. Versus, trust me, this process works. I don't always say that, but I do sometimes, and I need a bigger vocabulary, and I think this book will help you with that.
Yeah. And I think I'm sort of a combination of the two. Is that I'd strategy and planning take time, and anything that I can find that will help me solidify thoughts and processes into more succinct processes, I guess, also is something I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping this book will have just those little nuggets to go, oh, that's worth a try. And if it improves things, hallelujah.
Jay?
And I'm looking forward to, from what I'm hearing from you guys, is I'm in the middle of working with boards of directors and helping them restructure how their committee structure works. I'm hoping there's some good insight in terms of developing a strategy to do that and help them see what's going on, because that's a very tangled mess, and it would be nice to have some strategy to unravel that a little bit.
And I feel like this book is going to be light on details and heavy on ways of thinking about it, which can be helpful in those situations too. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So the technical piece, I'm going to do our wrap up, Jay, and then I'm going to fade to black. Just hang tight, and we'll pull you back after we're not being live.
All right. Wonderful.
All right? No one has to disconnect. All right. So we're going to read. This is Strategy, Make Better Plans by Seth Godin, up to chapter 20 by next week. This will get us started. Let's come to the book club prepared to say which chapter we hated the most, which chapter we loved the most, and a why for each. Thank you all for asking great questions and challenging us. This is going to be we went straight from a black book to a white book. They can't be any different, honestly. And so that's all for the Leadership Lounge. Thank you, Jay, for joining us. Thank you to our guests out in Internet lands. And thank you, Shannon and Chris, for joining me on combing your hair and putting your shirts on. And this is hard work for us work from homers. And we'll see everyone same time, same place, Thursday at noon Pacific. Bring the book, bring your thoughts. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thanks.